What's up, man? Had a dude named Chris ask me about point of sale systems in retail. So, if you own a retail store or you sell stuff, what is a good point of sale system? And it kind of varies on what you are looking for yourself. So, me personally, I use QuickBooks. Um, I use an older version. It's cheaper. I don't, Square is good because you get the nice updated equipment. It comes with its perks, but the fees are a lot higher. Me personally, I would thought it was better to have my tower, computer tower, regular monitor, and I've worked with QuickBooks before. I already knew the system. I didn't have to learn it and inventory and all that stuff. So for me, I use QuickBooks Point of Sale 18. Now I will say, whoever you go with is always going to try to upgrade you and let you know that you got to have this, you got to have that, and it's totally up to you how you want to do it. There's other ways you can do it to really. I mean, I bought like those old school registers that you type in beep 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 beep. Which ones I'm talking about. That's my impression of it. Those big box square registers you can buy like Costco's. You can do that, and you can also use like Square's program without collecting on it. You know what I mean? Like it'd be kind of confusing to do it that way. So there's options. There's all sorts of places you can go, and then also for like credit card usage. I will say this: when you are getting into having a credit card machine, look into fees, hidden fees, get into details of it. Because originally, I won't say the name of the place I went to, but it's ran by a big bank. They were my merchant services, where you run your credit cards on. The merchant service I went through originally, it was a big bank. They told me they had the lowest fees. It was like a 1.2% per transaction, credit or debit. It didn't matter. But the fine print was it was only that low if it was a person that was using a card from that same bank that issued the merchant services. So fine print, fine print, fine print. There is some that offer low fees, but also charge like a 10 to 25% swipe fee every time you swipe it. There's charges when you have refunds. There's always going to be a charge. Like if you have gone into a store and ran your card and you like to use your credit card because you get 2% back. The 2% is coming out of the company. Like, so when someone comes in and says, "Oh, I'm going to use my credit card because I get 2% back," that 2% is coming out of your percentages, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. They're taking it out of the bank, or the credit card issuer isn't giving it to them. They're taking it from you and then making it seem like they're the one to give it to them. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So that's why you see a lot of places that'll say, "Oh, excuse me for swearing," but you'll see a lot of places that'll say, "We charge 3% more for credit cards or whatever." It's because they don't want to pay that fee. I don't do that personally, just because it seems a little weird to me to charge. It's something you got to account for when you're in business. Okay, for me, that's what I look at. But I will say I switched merchant services. I found one that was cheaper. When you own a retail store, especially a local type boutique or business like I own, people are going to come in all the time trying to sell them to you. Take the chart. Don't agree to anything right away. Do your research. If they tell you so and so, a company down the road uses it, question them, ask them what they think. The one I'm with now, I believe it's under Elliott Management. They've definitely, it's been cheaper than it was from the card services I used before. This is only the third service I've used. I use Square as a backup. If my system goes down or something's wrong or I'm on the road, I'll use my Square app, and it's my backup system. And then I have a third backup, which is PayPal. PayPal has the app too, but the fees on those are crazy. So I have more than one system. I have 2, 3, 4 backups. I actually have a fourth backup as well. So, but yeah, your merch services are big, because at the end of the year, you're going to look and say, okay, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you're charged 1 to 3% per transaction. Plus swipe fees, et cetera, et cetera. At the end of the year, you're looking at thousands of dollars you've spent out of your own money to pay these fees. So this one I'm with now, Elliott Management, they came in and told me, we'll save you this and this and this. I finally agreed to it because a couple of companies they told me about, I knew the owners. I talked to the owners. They said they liked them. So I switched over. I'm not trying to, the Elliott Management doesn't pay me or anything weird like that. I'm not trying to sell their product, because who knows, other people might not like it. But I went to people that were running the same system. They said that it saved them money, and it has saved me money. I don't know if there's someone cheaper, I'll move, because I'm not. If someone comes in and says, "Oh, we can get it cheaper than that," and there's proof, and I can talk to other people that have it and they can show me, then yeah, I'll switch. it's all about saving money, man, especially in a business like this. Every dollar, every penny counts. So that's kind of what I got to say on that. Whatever system you run, look at the credit card fees, because 9 out of 10 people pay with cards. Um, and there's, it's how they make money on the side. Like when someone comes in and pays cash, every penny comes back to me, and I can just say, okay, this is for overhead, this is for that, but I don't have a fee for cash. So I prefer cash, but not a lot of people carry cash anymore, and it's kind of a way, I believe, for banks and those places is to keep making money off of what you make. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. It's messed up, but it is what it is. So definitely point of sale. I use QuickBooks. I used QuickBooks '06 for the longest time. I just barely upgraded in 2018 to QuickBooks 18. The next year they tried to upgrade me. The next year they tried to upgrade me. And I've just kept it because, I figure if I can use it for 5 to 10 years, it's worth the $2,000 or whatever it costs to get the system and all that. But I don't use their credit card merch services because their fees are higher than the one I'm with now. So you can separate them. You can have your inventory and everything in here in your QuickBooks or whatever system, even Square. You can have your inventory and you can run your card through a different merch service. You just got to make sure to track all that end of the year, all that stuff. Give it to your CPA and let them handle the business. So that's all I got to say about that, man. Have a good day. Peace.